saying that they found all types of shit in his house.
Oh yeah.
Freak, they call it freak off supply.
I don't know.
Which was like lubricant, a shitload of baby oil.
1,000 bottles they said they found of baby oil and lube. And I just read that they found like 30 big gallon drums of Cambodian breast milk. I'm just curious to know how Cambodian breast milk tastes.
How that plays a role.
Why you have 30 gallon drums of that stuff, barrels of that, like, I just want to know what it tastes like at this point.
30
like,
barrels?
Yeah, 30 barrels,
damn.
like those big blue barrels you seen?
Yeah.
30 of those of breast milk.
Hell.
I think that's got to taste like gold, right? I'm just saying.
Welcome to the Everything and Anything podcast, where we talk about everything and anything. I'm your host, Frank.
I'm your host, Uzi. We got Jimmy with us today.
We got my brother, my blood brother, Jimmy, in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
Yo.
I invited him to hop on with this episode. We're going to talk about multiple topics. We're here at the State House in Providence, Rhode Island, downtown.
It's really nice out. It's actually nice out. I thought it was going to rain.
Yeah, thank God. I thought, because it was cloudy earlier, and I thought it was going to rain too, so I'm glad that's not. But let's get right into it, man. So this week has been kind of crazy. This freaking news about Diddy. Let's get straight into that one.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
He just got pulled into the Manhattan court or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
And he was his bail I think is 50 mil or something like that. A little bit, 50 or over 60 mil. And you guys chime in whenever you guys like have more info about the situation. I think he said that he wanted to put up his mom's house for bail money in his Miami mansion for bail money. And they were saying that they found all types of shit in his house. Freak, they call it freak off supply.
I don't know.
Which was like lubricant, a shitload of baby oil.
1,000 bottles they said they found of baby oil and lube. And I just read that they found like 30 big gallon drums of Cambodian breast milk.
Why? Why Cambodian breast milk, bro?
Cambodian or Cambodian? Cambodian breast milk. What the hell?
I don't know. Like,
that is so random.
I don't understand that.
That is so random.
That is so random. Do you guys believe it's true?
Oh yeah, for no doubt.
Why do you think it's true?
I mean, shoot, look at. Did you guys ever seen the video of him and Cassie in the hotel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like how savage he was about it, right?
I mean, that's
So, like, my take on it is, if he's willing to do that openly in the public like that, like, what the fuck is he doing behind closed doors?
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, it's true.
Now, like, it brings us back to, like, the whole Biggie situation where did he get Biggie murdered? And that's always been like a conspiracy theory that everybody's been throwing out there and stuff like that. So maybe it is true. He's a shiesty ass nigga.
I mean, I know for sure, like, it's confirmed. Like, there's so many people that talked about, like, the wild parties that he used to throw and all this stuff. But then, like, the serious allegations, right, is, like, the sex trafficking and all of that.
Right.
You know, that, I mean, I have to see. We got to see the trials.
Yeah, I wonder how he's going to get out of this one, bro, because this is serious time, bro.
No, it is.
And I'm just curious to know how Cambodian breast milk tastes.
How that plays a role.
Why you have 30 gallon drums of that stuff, barrels of that, like, I just want to know what it tastes like at this point.
30 barrels?
Yeah, 30 barrels, like, those big blue barrels you seen? 30 of those of breast milk.
Hell.
I think that's got to taste like gold, right? I'm just saying. You know, all jokes aside, you know, it's funny, but
that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's like,
that's a bit excessive.
Yeah, that's taking it to the next level of everything.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, like what? Is there a market on that? Like seriously.
He's gonna resell it on Temu and shit.
Maybe there's like a stock for that.
Yeah.
Low key, he has like an Amazon
T-Boo bracelet.
encrypted code on it.
That ass.
I don't think I want to know what it's for. I don't think I want to know what it's for. I mean, just the whole situation is just bizarre.
What's your take on it? Do you think it's true?
The parties or like the allegations of the
The
crimes?
parties are definitely true.
Okay.
There's footage out there and audio. But the allegations of him like sex trafficking
I wouldn't doubt it,
and
man.
him being gay.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it.
What?
Well,
There
the
was that
homosexual
too?
part, yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't.
This is the first time I heard of it. So
Yeah.
wow.
All
I'm
of it,
like,
I wouldn't doubt it. I need to see proof. I'm still on the fence, you know. But if it does come out to be that it is factual, yeah, I wouldn't put it past someone like in his tier, in his level,
Yeah.
doing that kind of shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird because he has a reputation of being like a hard ass nigga. You know, like when he made Making the Band. Y'all remember that show?
Yes.
He was always like a fucking asshole and like just so like strict with his shit, and like he projected this image about himself where it's like, all right, this nigga cannot be gay. There's no way. And it's always the people that you don't think that.
Who else
doing
did they
that
say?
shit.
Who else were they accusing? Meek Mill, right? They were saying
That he fucked Meek Mill, that he raped Justin Bieber and Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith.
What?
Did you hear about that?
No, this is all new to me.
They were all at those
Bro, it's
parties.
bad.
They were all at those Diddy parties.
So now my question is like, was Diddy involved with Epstein? You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
that would be wild. Like,
Yeah, like, is there any
Right.
connection with that story and this story? Like, I don't know. This is just wild. And the thing is, it's just gonna unravel more and more crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna hear more bizarre stuff. This ain't it. This
Right,
ain't
right.
it.
This is just like the
Esto no se
dessert.
acabó.
you think,
So
you
it's
guys
gonna
think,
keep going, man.
You guys think he's snitching in there?
Is he snitching?
Yeah, you think he's
No.
snitching to get some time?
Not yet. I think
Not
he's
yet.
waiting
Not
to
at that
see.
point.
Yeah, I think once things get to the nit and gritty, he's gonna probably maybe flip.
Yeah, right.
If it's serious, and if it's got to be serious players in this game too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, they're not gonna be like, oh, you know, we don't want Joe Schmo. We want like big name people. You know, we want
Right.
the big players, not no little names. So
Right, just like the Epstein list.
yeah, like that never got out, right?
Right.
Where is that at, guys? Where's that Epstein list?
Supposedly, there was
Please
a few.
get that list out there. Let's get
There was
those
I
predators
forgot
off
what
the
celebrities
street.
were
God.
supposedly on there, but supposedly Bill Clinton was on that list. Donald Trump was on that list.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly.
Speaking
insane.
of Trump, what's up with the elections?
Oh man.
You know what I got in the mail today was the mail-in ballot. When I was walking out to get here, I was looking at the ballot and I'm like, man, this election is wild. 2 assassination attempts. Kamala, the way she swooped in,
Yeah.
you know. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell the people this, man. Don't fucking vote off of their personalities. Cause a lot of people are like, oh, Trump's a fucking racist. Trump's this. Trump's that. He doesn't know how to speak. Dude, look at his work ethics. First of all, he's a businessman first over anything. Before he was a president, he's a businessman, right? He knows how to handle money. And with that 4-year term, he didn't do bad. People want to take a shit on him because of the whole COVID shit, right? Dude, if anybody, first of all, he did way better than Biden did. After when Biden took over from the whole COVID shit, he's doing a lot less people died in Trump's term than in Biden's term. Let's just say that, right? And dude, anybody that was in that predicament is not looking good, regardless, because COVID was just global.
Yeah, that was like right at the end of his presidency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID?
Yeah.
So he kind of like
It
inherited
happened in
that part.
February
Yeah.
2020. I think his term ended in November. Or
No,
whatever.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
It started releasing back in like November of 2018.
2019.
Oh yeah, sorry, 2019.
Oh, wow.
It started in that November. It started
right.
spreading, and then by March it was already like wildfire.
It was wild to me.
Yeah.
The first people that he pointed a finger at was China.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah.
Just taking the shit all over China.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And then
honestly,
I felt bad
yeah.
for those people because like everybody like they shunned them. They stopped eating Chinese food
There you
and
go.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm like,
Stupidity,
That don't
bro.
that don't have nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah,
Like, what, you think
yeah.
they're gonna feed you COVID? Like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Rona chicken.
Yeah, Rona chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Same thing with like Kamala Harris. Like I'm not taking a shit on her either, but like if you're gonna feed us lies, make sure that those lies don't fucking come up to the surface.
Yeah,
You
yo,
know
it's
what I'm
hilarious.
saying?
Yo,
Like,
it's so hilarious. The stuff that she was saying in the debate.
And-
But honestly, in truth, like kind of like where I stand, I think I'm at that point now where neither of the parties have done shit for people. That's just where I'm at now. Honestly.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
just a
Like I feel
recession,
like
bro.
you know, like
Yeah.
I just feel like the Democratic Party just kind of waits for the Republicans to look all hard and shit, and then they let them take the fall, and then when they get elected, they do the same shit
Yeah, yeah.
that the Republicans, you know, were
Right.
looking bad
Right.
about.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
they're all the same. At the end of the day, I'm just curious if Peter's gonna endorse Donald Trump after he made those allegations about
Pete.
people's animals getting Peter.
Oh,
So, like,
the
you know, like-
animals, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Like,
involved.
you know what I
That
mean?
shit's
Let's save
real,
the
though,
animals.
supposedly.
If it's really real, let's save those animals. You know.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That debate was just so skewed. I mean, regardless of
It was 3
whether
versus 1.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta say it like it is.
And I ended up finding, I was looking at some a video that's saying that the woman that was running the whole thing, like she was asking each questions. Supposedly that was Kamala Harris's sorority sister back in college.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that
but
too.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh.
But yeah, it was definitely 3 versus 1, bro. Like I feel like that everybody was just against Trump, and she was smart, man. Kamala was smart. She was triggering Trump.
She knew how to push
to
his
get off
buttons.
topic and to
Yeah,
get him pissed off.
that's what I
you
really
know?
hated.
So he kind of fucked up on that.
Yeah,
But after that, like after the debate, she went up like 6-point lead on Donald Trump.
it's because of her
No,
demeanor.
it's like
You know what I'm
even.
saying? Like she's a little bit more. Trump is a little bit more aggressive. I
yeah,
mean, that's what it is. You know,
yeah. It's
sad to
unfortunate
say.
sometimes. Like
It is.
I don't know. Like they make us feel like we have a vote, but we really don't. Like, dude, that whole scandal when Donald Trump and Biden were in 2020 when we had to vote, they made us do. They did what was it? They re-voted or did they did the count again of the votes, and then Biden ended up coming up on top. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I do remember that.
And then there was like a scam where people were like, somebody was forging signatures
Like of
for
dead
vote.
people and stuff
to
like
vote.
that. Yeah, it was a
To
lot of that
vote.
going
Ballots.
around.
I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
at this point, I don't know if my fucking vote counts at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, it's all based
BS.
off electoral anyway, so
Yeah.
therefore. But I mean,
Who are you gonna vote for? Tom Brady? I remember one year you voted for Tom Brady.
I might vote for Tom Brady again, everybody. So Tom,
Tom
run for
Brady.
independent, please.
Yo,
so I
what was
can
that
vote for
fucking
you.
gorilla people voted for? He got like 50,000
Harambe.
votes. Yeah, he got like 50,000
Yeah.
votes one year. bro.
R.I.P. to Harambe too. 'Cause he passed away.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Poor Harambe.
that shit was crazy.
Yo.
A fucking gorilla, bro.
Ew.
Gorilla. Imagine a gorilla one.
Yeah, that would be crazy, bro.
Silverback gorilla.
Yo. And he does a better job.
Oh God.
Delivers on all his promises.
Planet of the Apes, bro.
Yo.
Everybody goes to him at every proposal, like on edge.
Right, right.
Here you go, Harambe.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Pounds on the table.
That's
Yeah.
too funny.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about musicians in 2024.
Man, I feel like the musician world is changing. It's ever changing.
Yeah,
It's changing so fast. A lot of good, a lot of positivity. I feel like I've been doing this for a long time. Are you a musician yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been doing this for a while, and I feel like I'm at the place now where I want to pull people up. I want to show people, you know what I mean, the way, because there's a standard, and you got to know the rules to know how to break them.
right.
You know, there's a lot of people experimenting with, you know, different styles of music. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's a standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the quality shouldn't, I guess what I'm saying, like in a general sense, the quality shouldn't suffer. You know what I mean? That's just kind of where I'm at in a general sense. I mean, generally, we got to uphold that standard. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Right.
uphold that standard and make
How
sure
do you
that
do that?
people, Well, just teaching like the young up and coming musicians, just teaching them, showing them the way, showing them, you know, everything. Not even just the notes, man. Just everything past the instrument. You know, the business side.
Yeah.
People getting an LLC, that whole side of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Getting to the bigger checks.
How do you feel about endorsements?
Endorsements, I think it's not something that you should chase. I feel like people get so caught up in, man, yeah, like that's some sort of like a validation.
Yeah.
You know, that's some sort of brand.
So now, what are some perks of being endorsed? I know, but I want you to explain. What are some perks of being endorsed, and what are the kind of like? Why do you think it's not necessary?
No, I don't think it's not necessary. It's very necessary from the standpoint of like music retail.
Yeah.
So like if I make straps, I make cables, it's very necessary for me to, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So just sitting there, I think that's another point that I wanted to make too, is like just sitting there on your high horse, I'm endorsed, but not doing shit about the brand that you say you push. What good is that going to do for that business?
Right.
Because it's a business transaction, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, there's that whole piece.
So the perks are retailing and basically selling your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, you know. It's cool. It's not really just about the free stuff. People don't understand, like, there's some companies that'll put you through the ringer and they'll make you, like, for instance, well, I'm not going to mention names, but they'll make you do videos.
Yes.
For you to get to like this level, and then they'll give you this amount of percentage, and then like the more you do, and then and it's not just only one. There's a lot of people that operate their business that way.
Right, right.
You know, because the idea is they want to sell more product.
Right.
You know, you are the model, you're the prototype of a musician that uses their product. So
yeah, I think like a lot of to be successful in that area as like a musician, like networking. You gotta have your own brand, right? You gotta learn how to promote yourself.
Then there's the other side to that too, where there's a lot of killer musicians that are not endorsed with anybody, or don't care to get endorsed.
You're right.
So it's not really a necessity. I mean, it is dope. It is dope, you know, wear the little badge, you know, but
it's like a sponsorship in a way, right?
I guess if you don't really have a heck of a lot going on, that shouldn't be your focus.
Right.
I think that's the center of the whole conversation. If you don't really have a lot going on and you're focusing all your time, energy, resources into getting seen by endorsement companies, and that's the purpose, that's the fuel that gets you to do more videos, do more content, that shouldn't be your, you know, like what happened to making music and playing shows because you love the art, regardless if I get endorsed or not.
Right.
I'm still gonna play music.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Now, what's depending on like what's your like not your personal rates, but what is a minimum rate a musician should get paid at gigs?
Nah, that's too big of a question because it depends. So rehearsal time.
That's true. Rehearsal.
How far the gig is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what if it's like a wedding gig?
That's a lot that goes into a wedding gig.
Right.
It's a lot because you have a repertoire. You got to stick to the script. There's no coloring outside the lines. Yeah, I mean, you play in bands and wedding bands that kind of like allow that flexibility a little bit, but for the most part, you have to stick to script.
Yeah.
If they send you a song list, you got to learn.
You have to stay with the
You got
Yeah, the record. You're right. You're right.
I've been thrown into situations where I get it last minute. It is just like, it's difficult, man. Just like jumping in. You don't know any of the musicians.
Yeah, the chemistry.
You don't know all the, you just got to jump in and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I get thrown into that a lot too.
Now, what's your take? Like, I know you DJ.
Oh, you DJ?
Yeah. I tell him we need to do a collaboration.
I know, even one. But he keeps dodging me.
That'd be fire, bro. Let's go to a show.
I don't be dodging you. Fire, bro.
I mean, I would love to collaborate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back in the game. That's the thing. Like, since COVID happened, everything kind of like stopped in the DJ scene for me and everything. So like, that was really hard in the beginning. So I'm trying to find my way back to the music, and that's where
you were going hard.
I feel like this would probably be something to help me move forward. Yeah, I was going hard actually. Like 10 years solid, like 7 days a week. DJing.
What?
Yeah, I loved
Weddings,
it. I
right?
loved it. Yeah, I did weddings.
They pay good, man. DJs, they pay real good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know what I mean? I made a living on it. The biggest thing, like, you know, back to piggyback with what you were saying about doing it because it's your passion. You know, I've done a lot of gigs for free. I even done gigs for people that I'd be like, hey, listen, this is what's your budget? You know what I mean? And they don't have it. I'm working with them to get their budget so they could get what they want, you know, for a reasonable price.
Right.
Because it's really hard, you know what I mean? And some people don't have that, so.
That's real.
Yeah, so like, that's where the passion comes in, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Even like, to this day, I'll be at work and I like DJ for my staff and stuff like that while they, you know what I mean, while they're working and
Yeah.
stuff. I'll throw on a couple of playlists.
I agree
for
with
them
that.
and
Some
stuff,
people
so.
don't actually, surprisingly, some people don't agree with that. Where it's like, no, you gotta pay me every single time. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it'll open another door, and that's
Of
what
course.
people fail to understand. Is
Yeah, I've taken
sometimes you
gigs.
have to. Yep.
Oh yeah, I've taken gigs I didn't get paid for that set up another gig that I got paid for. You know what I mean? And which I didn't care about getting the paid. It's also the cause too. So like
Yeah.
whatever you're doing for a cause it's the big key. And
Not
that's
to
the
mention,
fact.
like, you gotta always stay relevant.
Right.
You gotta always stay relevant.
Keep
Your
up with
name
the
is
new
always
music,
gotta be
too.
in the head.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You gotta keep up the new music.
Yeah.
What's popping nowadays, you know?
Definitely. Which
So you trying to jump back into it?
I am. I'm thinking I would like really want to start getting back into it. I've been getting the feel of it. I got like this little DJ program on my phone that I just mess around with. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta get back on the turntables and
Heck yeah,
scratch
man.
away. So
Yeah, bro. I always
Yeah.
love seeing you do that shit, bro. You could
yeah,
tell
you got to
enjoy
see
that
me.
shit.
Yeah, you got to see me. Yeah, a lot of people that see me actually up there, they're like, wow, you look
You're
like
good
you're
at
in your
it, bro.
element, you know.
Yeah.
So
I love
Not
that.
just because you're my brother, you're actually good at it, nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
I would tell you if you were trash, you know what I'm saying? You're good. Like, your mixes are good. The way you blend the songs, what is it, the tempos, they always, like, the BPMs.
BPMs,
they
yeah.
match up, bro.
Yeah.
That was one thing I learned when I was at one of your gigs. You were showing me, like, the BPMs. You don't want to go from obviously you don't want to go drastically from like 120 BPM or 150 BPM to like a 60 BPM or whatever,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like 120. You want to go 120 to
And you kind of
56.
you kind of have to read the rooms.
Yeah, and you got to read the room. But I've done it. Like you could bring them in, you could blend them in. It's hard, but you got to know. That's where the human element of knowing music comes into play at that moment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You
gotta
guys
have
should know
that.
that. Being
Yeah.
musicians, you know that.
The key and the tempo.
Yep. You're like, okay, doom, da, doom, doom, you know, and then you're like, all right, this got the same little da, doom, doom.
Yeah.
So, and then you try to match them up so then they could hit, and then by the time you know it, you stop blending them in.
It's so
You
crazy
bring
to
your-
me. Like,
you
like,
bring your
bro,
tempos
some
in.
DJs don't understand those basic principles.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they bring in the band element, it's like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Throws the band off and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I love it, though.
I like
It's
when
good.
the DJ and the band is really connected. They're just it's tight. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember that night you and Sway were playing at Fishing Co.
Oh,
Who's that
yeah, that was
DJ?
fun. Max.
I think that three right there, that collaboration was dope, bro.
Shout out to DJ Max.
Yeah. That collaboration was dope, bro.
Yeah.
I remember that night.
That's awesome. Yeah. I never did something like that. That's something. I would
Yeah, hell
like.
yeah.
We should, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Hit up a venue, maybe True.
We could even do our own shit too, like a backyard type shit, you know, where we just do videos and then we could go to venues as well, but like really lock in, like make that like our practice time, maybe like to build chemistry with each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think Troop would be a dope gig for you.
Yeah.
Troop PVD. Have you ever been there?
No, I'll have to check it out.
It's a cool venue.
Yeah, a lot of good local
cool venue.
artists go there, bro. I've good just the network too, just to go and vibe. It's a good venue, and they got good ass food.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to
Bro,
check
their
it
food
out.
is good, bro.
I've heard of, actually, no, I've been to Troop, my bad. I've been to Troop, but I've been there like during the day for dinner, but like, you know what I mean? I don't drink, so like going out like that to like a bar or something like that at night, it's like not my scene, but music wise, that's the only way I'll be in that scene is, you know, playing pool or playing music. One of the two.
Dope.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to collaborate, get a band, DJ stuff going on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got to see Nas over the summer play with an orchestra.
What?
And there was a
That's it
DJ
right
there. So
What?
shout out to DJ
That's
Lantern
dope.
too. He was on there.
With an
him.
orchestra and a DJ.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was an incredible show. It was. was.
That's dope. Nas. He still looks the same, bro.
Still looks the
Where
same.
he from? He from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queens. Shout out to Nas too. He was the man. Oh, I love him. Favorite rapper of all time.
A lot of people have come out of New York.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people have come out of New York. Who else has come out of New York? Jay-Z?
Yep, Jay-Z, 50,
50.
Biggie.
Oh, that's true. Where's 50 from? Brooklyn or?
I think he's from.
He's from
the
Brooklyn.
Bronx? Oh, I thought he's from Brooklyn.
Oh no, 50. You said sorry, my bad. He's from Jamaica, Queens.
Jamaica, Queens.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking Biggie. He's from Brooklyn, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they got. Don't forget the greatest, one of the greats, Big Pun. You know what I mean?
Oh, Big Pun.
Can't forget Big Pun, Big L.
Big L.
LL Cool J too, still doing it. You seen that?
That's right.
He's got an
LL Cool
album.
J.
Yeah, he just worked on something new, and he was just trying to bring a new flavor and style, and he's still holding it down in the rap game and being in it for, you know what I mean, over 40 years. Like
That's crazy.
That's insane.
He also was a trendsetter.
Yeah.
The freaking Kangol hats.
Yep. The big rope chains. Well, I mean, that was kind of Run DMC too.
Oh yeah.
You know, that was just the style of the era then.
Right.
New York was definitely fun in the 80s, you know what I mean?
Bro, I was watching, what's that? There's like a documentary that they have, I think on Netflix. It's like Hip Hop Evolution or something like that. I was watching that. Fire. You guys should check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, I feel like, big ass artists just come out from New York, bro. Even now, bro. Look at Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Who else is new that came out? Ice Spice.
I didn't know Nicki was from there.
Yeah, she's from I think Queens.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
I mean, female game is insane now than what it used to be.
God.
I remember growing up in the 90s, like there weren't, and there were like 2, maybe 3, and then like once
Eve was hard. I think she was from New York too.
Yeah. Eve, she's from Philly, I believe.
Oh,
Little Kim.
Little Kim, but like so at the time, Little Kim,
Lauryn Hill,
Foxy Brown. You know what I mean, Lauryn Hill, and you know who else? The Brat, Missy Elliott. You know, they started coming on the scene as like later in the 90s, but in the earlys, like when the Brat came out, Foxy, that was insane. Like whole new wave, and then look what they pioneer now. You know, the women's scene for rap music is it's right now it's at the top of its game.
Yeah, but I feel like the message has changed.
Yes, I agree with that, and I feel like.
I mean, it's gonna always go with the time.
Yeah, but it's right now. It's at ratchet time. You
know? Really ratchet.
And and it's not bad. Like I enjoy it. I think it's great. I love it. I'm all for it. But it's they got to think about the young girls that their fan base.
Influencing.
You know, they're influencing these young girls, and it's like, just make sure you're giving them the right message. You know what I mean? They don't need to be doing all what you're rapping about right now, which I still think is great. It
has this context, you know what I'm saying? It has this context. I feel like it goes the same way with male artists too.
Yeah,
because they've been doing it for so long. Where it's like, you know, misogyny and putting women down and stuff like that. So it's kind of, I feel like maybe a balance. You know what I'm saying? Because people are gonna consume any type of music. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and there was like a line that somebody called Cardi B out on. It was like, "I don't cook, I don't clean." And she's like, I definitely cook, I definitely clean. So why the fuck you putting that in your rap? You know, it's just not authentic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you take.
Oh, that's interesting.
I get what you're saying.
And then you're teaching the next generation, you don't have to cook and clean. Everything should just be made for you or handed down to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. My 7-year-old daughter is not gonna be listening to that shit, bro. Or when she gets, I don't want her to listen to it. But that's definitely an influence, bro. Huge influence.
Yeah, it is.
Who's your top 5 artists of 2024?
Right now?
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm still listening to some old stuff now. You know what I mean? Like, some of the old stuff's good. I mean, God. Who can I say is my top 5?
Gotta put Bad Bunny up there.
Oh, Bad Bunny's definitely in my top 5. You know what I mean? Travis Scott will probably be up there. The energy the guy's bringing to the music and the performance behind it is just insane. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I think he's doing great. Who I don't think is doing good is Drake. I had to throw that out there, just saying.
After the diss tracks.
Yeah, because he would have probably been on my top 5, you know what I mean? I like Nav. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Nav.
I heard of
I've heard of Nav, yeah.
Yeah, I love Nav. So I'm still listening to Nav, you know, and Belly, like those XO artists and stuff like that. So I'm like,
What you think of Kendrick?
I love Kendrick. I always have. He's always been solid. So like, there was nothing unexpected when.
This is my take, like, on the whole Kendrick and Drake thing. Like, Kendrick is a fucking phenomenal rapper, better rapper than Drake. But Drake's a better songwriter, and he knows he has more streams than Kendrick, than any artist supposedly. I think he broke that record where he has the most streams from as a rap artist. I mean, who won that beef? Obviously Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I was on top of that when the first diss track came out. I was like, okay, cool. Drake responded back, and then Kendrick responded back, and then Drake dropped. And 10 minutes later, Kendrick dropped. I was like, oh shit, this is for real, for real. And then the shit that Kendrick was saying was just absurd, like calling him a pedophile, that he likes these fucking young girls.
That's freaking wild. And now he's doing the Super Bowl.
Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
That was like the line of the summer.
Yeah, and
You know
then
what I mean?
Drake said that, like, you know, I basically got you to come back to rap because you weren't making any songs since 2018.
He just dropped. What did he know?
He just dropped.
He dropped that album. What, the year before?
Which album?
The last one he just did. I forgot the name of that one. I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, I think he was touring. Yeah,
He dropped an album like 2023 or 2022.
It has to be a few years ago then.
You remember the music video
No.
where he's like shifting into other characters and people
Nah.
and stuff? Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's my take on that. So Drake's a better songwriter, Kendrick's a better rapper. What's your take on that?
I have no dog in the fight. I think they're both great.
You don't think there's a difference between those two?
I don't listen to them enough to know.
What about you?
So I followed Drake from the beginning, you know.
Yeah,
from the
2007.
yeah, when he dropped the mixtape, and so I was always like, oh, this guy's it. You know what I mean at the time. So then, you know, now, like, it's like, did he write all that?
Oh,
You know?
ghostwriting? That makes you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, now I'm like, oh, maybe he had a ghostwriter. I mean, still, it was still hot lines. The songs are still fired. The voice, the tracks, and
Yeah.
everything.
I don't really have a
but-
problem with ghostwriting.
No, I don't have a problem with it. But I'm just saying, though, but like, I don't know. It's just the storytelling he's doing versus Kendrick's storytelling. Because Kendrick's a great storyteller in his songs, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing with J. Cole, you know. So I still listen to J. Cole. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I listen to those old rappers, like, well,
J.
not old
Cole
rappers,
is actually
but
good.
those old
He's
albums.
really good.
But this is what I was telling my friend too. J. Cole has ghostwriters, but he still writes a lot of his shit. He doesn't just like depend on go here. I'll give you whatever the certain amount of money you fucking write me a song. No, he's a part of the whole process, bro. Bro, I love seeing like his work ethic, bro. When he used to make his own beats, he'll fucking he'll do everything, bro, by himself. Produce his own beats, do his vocals, everything. Add the plug, whatever, the edits and all that shit, bro. And then he would have musicians on the tour bus. He'd make his beats and would have his musician friends come and throw some keys on there, throw some guitars on there. And I don't know if you realize, a lot of J. Cole's songs have a lot of like soul and actually real instruments in his records, you know? But yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, like the ghostwriting shit, like.
You guys think instruments is a lost art? Playing instruments?
Playing instruments, what is it? A lost art? Or lost art?
A lost art?
Ooh, that is.
Thing of the past.
I think
in certain genres.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all genres. I feel like, I don't know, like with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, that shit is vivid. You know, they still believe it.
Yeah.
Instruments. You know, Mac Miller.
Yeah, fire bass lines.
Oh god.
Strings. He would use strings in his shit. It's just, I think it depends on the artist, you know. But I don't think it's a lost art. Maybe it's to some artists. Do you think it is?
I think it's at a dip right now because of the way music is being mass produced. It's not really relying on heavy musician or instrumentalization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely at a decline. The amount of people that are interested in learning the instrument.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of people that want to take that on, but the cool thing about that is that it's both. Right now, it feels like a curse, but it's a blessing.
Right.
Because there's not going to be in the future. There's not going to be that many people doing it to where it's like now you're going to be a necessity.
Right.
Because it's going to come back. Like that's how it always.
And
happens.
also to add to that, like I've always found it curious to like, damn, this beat's fire. How the fuck are the musicians that are gonna play this at the concerts? And somehow, bro, they pull it off.
Yeah.
Kill it, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that orchestra shit with Nas, that shit must have been phenomenal.
Oh, God.
Bro. Phenomenal.
It was like you had to be there. It was an experience of a lifetime to be there. To see your favorite rapper play with an orchestra was just like.
And like when I took my girl to see Chris Brown, I couldn't see the band, but there was a band in the back, and bro, just sounded just like the record, but they had their own little leeway where they did their shit, and it just sounded fucking. I feel like everything live is just so much better sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Would you ever think we'll see like a boy band that actually plays music? You know, like one that you have a guitarist, a bassist, a drummer,
Like the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we don't see that
a
often.
lot,
Yeah, they're very talented at, you know what I mean? Very talented if you think about it, like, in that aspect, because, you know what I mean? You don't see that often now.
Right.
You know who's cool to, that I've been wanting to watch him live is, what is that white boy's name, bro? Oh my God.
Jack Harlow?
I'ma tell him all. Da, 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 da. Charlie Puth.
Oh my God, I've been dying to see that dude
I want to go see him live.
So
Band
bad.
is sick.
No shit.
Yeah.
He's what is he, a graduate from Berkeley?
I'm not sure. He probably is. I know.
so.
I know some of his musicians are Berkeley grad.
Did you see that video of him on Jimmy Fallon?
Oh yeah, he created a beat on the spot.
Bro.
That was so cool.
Fucking genius, bro. And
Oh, yeah, I seen that one.
that's just him just like
I caught
off
that
the
one.
top. You know what I'm saying, bro? Fucking phenomenal.
Grab the cup, hit the thing.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, that's not the right note.
Yeah.
Hit it right here. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
This
Because he's got
fucking guy.
perfect pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's another thing. He does
Yeah.
that perfect pitch.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of him, people testing him, like, oh, what key's this? And he'll go, all right.
People always do that.
Yeah.
I feel like people always do that with somebody that has perfect pitch.
They have to. You know, you gotta get challenged.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right, man. This is the Everything and Anything podcast, where we talk about everything and anything. Thank you for watching, and until next time, baby.
Let's go get food.
We
I'm
out.
hungry.
Niggas hungry.
Yeah.
Race.